Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
I would like to call to order today's meeting for September 13th, 2022 of the State of Nevada Board of Examiners to order. If I could ask the clerk to take the roll, please.
Governor Sisolak.
Here.
Secretary of State Sagaski.
I'm here, but I can't hear the governor very well.
Attorney General Ford.
Here, and likewise, can't hear him too well.
Okay.
Let the record reflect we do have a quorum.
He's turning up the volume. Can you hear me better now?
No.
No,
Okay,
sound
we
like
got
you're in a
technicians
well.
here, Randall.
He's working on it, Gov. He's gonna find a solution.
Okay, we're working on it here. Let me see what.
There you go. I can hear
That's
you
it. There
now.
you go.
Now you can? Okay, good. Okay. Thank you. We'll close item number one then. Roll call. I'll move on to item number two, public comment. This is the first time set aside for public comment. Anyone wishing to address the board on any item on the agenda, items on today's agenda, please step forward, identify yourself for the record, and comments will be limited to 3 minutes. So have anybody in Las Vegas for public comment? Seeing no one, do we have anyone in Carson City?
We do not.
Do we have any telephonic public comment or written public comment?
We do not.
Okay, then I'll close item number three, public comment. Move on to item number two, move on to item number three, the August 9th, meeting minutes. Do I have a motion for approval on the minutes?
Approval
So moved.
of the minutes. Yep.
We have a motion for approval. Any discussion? Hearing, seeing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item number four, state vehicle purchases.
Good morning, sir. There is one request under agenda item number 4. This request is from the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources Parks Division to purchase 2 surplus trucks from Clark County School District totaling $500. Are there any questions on this item?
Pretty inexpensive vehicles, Do we have any questions on item number 4? Do I have a motion?
Governor, this is Barbara Sagaski. Yes, this is Barbara Sagaski. I'll move to approve, but I wanted to thank your staff again for getting us the information because it did seem unrealistic to have 2 vehicles for $500. But thank you very much.
I agree with you. Thank you very much. We have a motion for approval. Any discussion? Hearing, seeing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion, anybody opposed? Motion passes. Item number 5, authorization for an emergency contract with the current and/or former state employee.
There is one request under agenda item number 5. This item request is from the Department of Administration, Purchasing Division. They are seeking a favorable recommendation from the board on their use of the emergency provisions to contract with a former employee. The department contracted through Marathon Staffing Group for the period of August 4th, 2021 through November 30th, 2022 to process transactions. Are there any questions on this item?
Do we have any questions on item number 5? Seeing none. Do I have a motion on item number 5?
Governor, I have a correction really quick for the record. There was a typo. That was August 4th, 2022, not 2021.
Got it. Okay. Do I have a motion on number 5?
Move approval.
We have a motion for approval. Any discussion? Hearing, seeing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion passes. Item number 6, authorization to contract with the current and/or former state employee. We'll take A, B, C, and D together. Is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Yes, Governor.
Okay.
There are 4 requests under agenda item number 6. First, 2 requests from the Department of Administration Purchasing Division. Item A requests authority to contract with a former employee to serve as an adjunct instructor for the Office of the Military Division of Emergency Management on an as-needed basis through Marathon Staffing Group through Masters Master Services Agreement 23927 from August 12th, 2022 through August 15th, 2029. Item B, request authority to contract with the former employee to assist budget preparation for the Governor's Finance Office. This individual will be employed by Manpower through Master Services Agreement number 23928 through January 31st, 2023 on a full-time basis. The next two requests are from the Department of Transportation. Item C, request authority to contract with the former employee to work on various project agreements. This individual will be employed on a part-time basis through CA Group from September 13th, 2022 to October 12th, 2023. Item D, request authority to contract with the former employee to work on the right-of-way activities on NDOT projects. This individual will be employed on a part-time basis through Atkins North America, Inc. from September 13th, 2022 to June 30th, 2026. Are there any questions on these items?
No, I do not have any questions, but I want to reiterate what the secretary said. I appreciate your responsiveness in addressing all the questions that I have and the board members have on all of these issues. Do I have a motion on item number 6?
Move approval.
We have a motion for approval on item number 6A, 6B, 6C, and 6D. Any discussion? Hearing seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item number 7, approval of proposed joinder.
Agenda item 7 is one joinder contract for the Department of Education requesting to utilize the State of Missouri's contract with Clio Inc., a DBA class wallet to provide fiscal management services and a payment platform for the administration of the American Rescue Plan assistance to non-public school funds. Are there any questions on this item?
No. Do we have any questions on item number 7? Or a motion on item number 7?
Move approval.
We have a motion for approval. Any discussion? Hearing seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item number 8, approval of proposed leases.
There are, there are 2 leases under agenda item number 8 for approval by the board. One is for relocation and the other lease is an extension of an existing lease. Are there any questions on these items?
No. Anybody have any questions on either of these leases? Do I have a motion?
I move approval.
Move approval on item number 8, approval of proposed leases. Any discussion? Hearing seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item number 9, approval of proposed contracts.
There are 42 contracts under agenda item 9 for approval by the board. Are there any questions on any of these items?
I do not. I appreciate
No
again
questions, but I do have a comment, Governor. This is Barbara Sagaski.
Please go ahead, Secretary.
Thank you. I just want us to be sure as a board, and I know my time's ending here soon, but I want us to make sure that we look at all the vendors very closely. We contact those who have used the vendor and talk to them about their experience, whether it's good or bad, whatever it is. But all the agencies should be doing this ahead of time. But I just want to make sure that we are looking at the vendors very closely in whatever we're doing, whatever agency it is. Thank you, Governor.
No, I think that's a good caveat to make sure that we do this and try to uncover any problems might exist. So we don't have any unintended consequences that could have been prevented. You're right. Do I have a motion on item number 9?
Move approval.
We have a motion for approval on item number 9, approval of contracts. Any discussion? Hearing seeing none, all in favor
Yes.
signify by...
I did have a little bit of
Okay.
discussion on contract 42. I
Okay.
just wanted to ask one more time if we could, just that we need an assessment done, and I don't know if that's been done. I hadn't heard if that was or not. So can we just find that out, please?
Okay, item
The
number
needs
40,
assessment.
that was contract 42?
Contract, yes, for Department of Motor Vehicles.
Okay,
And they can get me afterwards, if you want. Go
no, I
ahead.
got somebody from DMV here, go ahead.
Okay.
Hi, this is Molly Lennon on the line, the administrator for Department of Motor Vehicles and the DTE project. Can you clarify what you're asking for, and we'd be happy to get that to you.
Okay, if you want to call me, we'll go through the whole thing. But there was asked the last time that there was a needs assessment to be done, and to our knowledge, it hasn't been done. But I'll be more than happy to go over that with you afterwards.
Okay, I'm assuming you're talking about the product assessment,
Yes.
and we can certainly. The assessments have been complete, so yeah, we'd be happy to have a conversation.
Okay, great. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you very much. We have a motion on the floor. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item number 10, approval of proposed master service agreements.
There are 19 master service agreements under Agenda Item 10 for approval by the board today. Are there any questions on these items?
No, I do not have it. Do we have any questions on item number 10? Do I have a motion on item number 10?
Move approval.
We have a motion for approval. Any discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item number 11, information item, clerk of the board contracts.
There are 66 contracts over $10,000 and under the $100,000 threshold that were approved by the clerk of the board between July 19th, 2022 and August 23rd, 2022. This item is informational. Are there any questions on these items?
Would
Governor,
anybody
I have a
any
question.
Please, go ahead.
Yes, I agree. I just wanted to know why we're not using the Attorney General's office, why we're using a private firm. So I'm just asking that question.
On which item?
On 65, contract 65.
General Ford, can you weigh in on that one? I think that's
I don't have
also
that right in
includes,
front of me.
it's licensing boards and
Go
commissions,
ahead, Governor.
osteopathic. I think that includes lobbying. Like all the other ones do, it does not?
It does not, sir.
That's my understanding, Governor.
Well, do we have anybody from the osteopathic board on the line?
It appears that there's no one on the line from.
Well, General Ford, let me ask you, since the Secretary brought up the question, since it doesn't include lobbying, would that be something that your office would normally handle?
Not necessarily. Oftentimes, some boards and commissions have their own counsel as approved by statute. And what we do as an office is to not give them general advice, but we give them advice, for example, on open meetings laws and things of that sort. So that's probably what's going on in this instance as well.
Okay, Secretary, are you comfortable moving forward with this, or you want to hold it to have them come to the next meeting?
No, that's fine. It's all right. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, that was under, it's an information item. Item number 12, information item report, Department of Motor Vehicles Complete Streets Program, Department of Conservation Natural Resources, Division of State Lands, and statewide quarterly overtime report.
Yes, there are 3 informational reports under Agenda Item 12 today. Would you like me to go into further details on any of those reports, sir?
No, I'm comfortable. Would you like details on this one, anybody?
I'm good.
I'd just like to know on item 12B, how much is the budget account right now for the Tahoe mitigation? And, what do we use it for?
Secretary of State, I actually have that answer. It is $2,217,138.36.
And what do we
What do
use
we
it
use it
for?
for?
And I have a representative from the agency to answer any more further questions.
Okay, great.
Good morning, Governor, members of the board. Charlie Donahue, I serve as the administrator for State Lands. Madam Secretary, I appreciate the question. The Land Bank serves as agents for the Tahoe Regional Planning Agency. That program mitigates the impact of land coverage up in the Lake Tahoe Basin. We also use those funds to acquire sensitive lands in the basin, and I can go into more detail if you'd like.
Nope, that's what I wanted to just have it on the record, and I thank you very much, Charlie, for telling us about the Nevada Lands Bank. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you, Secretary Sagaski. Okay, any further questions on these three information items? Okay, hearing none, I'm going to close item 12, move on to item number 13, public comment. This is the second time set aside for public comment. Anyone wishing to address the board on any item under our purview, please step forward, identify yourself for the record, and comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Do we have anybody in Las Vegas for public comment? We do not. Do I have anybody in Carson City for public comment?
We do not.
Do we have anybody on the phone or written public comment?
No written public comment.
Thank you all, everybody. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.